Most of what I do involves photographing people. I'm a business communications photographer. So that usually involves people, portraits, people meeting people, people doing deals. But maybe it's the coronavirus. I've got a lot of jobs coming in at the moment that don't involve people. And today, we've got this. This has been sent to me. It's a piece of glass, it's a candlestick, it's very contemporary, and the client needs a picture of it to go on a flyer. It's going to be a free gift, I believe, or special offer or something. Anyhow, it's quite interesting. As photographers, we often don't know exactly what the picture is going to be used for. And the other interesting thing you need to get used to is you often take pictures for websites or magazines or leaflets and you never see them, you never see the end results, which is, I suppose, quite a shame really. Do we photograph it in a natural environment? You know, on a sideboard, in a lounge? Do we photograph it on a white background with studio lights or a black background? When I photograph glass, I always try to have the light coming from behind the glass, bounce it through the glass. You get some really nice effects. And also, if there's anything on the glass, any etching or words or pictures, it'll show up much better with a dark background and the light coming through. That said, as you know, I always like to give the clients a few different alternatives. So we've got an hour. Let's see if we can make this look good. We're starting by doing the black background. What I've done here is got a colorama roll. We haven't really got time to put stands up if we want to do the white background as well. So look, you only need a small area. So I've got a couple of chairs, popped them up on the kitchen surface and made a little scoop. To light it, we have Nikon speed lights. This is an SB800. I'm putting it behind the glass so that the light comes through. I've got this set at 132 manual power. I've been careful to make sure that the photo sensitive window is on the top, the small round window, which means that it'll pick up the flash from my camera and fire the slave. Same goes for the other side, but I'm also not putting the speed lights in front of the glass because we'll get shadows on the background. The light, of course, is going to bounce around and refract right the way through that glass. It's going to scatter off in all directions. What's quite nice is that it'll scatter down as well, so it will light this small area right in front of the subject. For the white background, I'm going to use this and just take it out. It's a simple lighting cube. This is a small one. I've also got one that's 1 meter across, and put it up, and it saves us putting a whole colorama, a whole support system up. When we don't have too much time and we want to produce more pictures, it's great because it eliminates all of the reflections and it allows us to shoot the flashes through the side and diffuse the light. To light it, I'm going to put a light up here, just coming down onto the top of this cube, which is just going to give us a little bit of fill, and then one speed light behind the glass on the right hand side. As you can see, it's behind, so firing through, giving this a nice soft light, and one the other side as well. You can see the background gets quite scrumpled up. That's from being folded up inside its case. That's not too much of a problem for the background because it's going to bleach out. If we take a look at the footer on the glass, if the cotton is scrumpled up there, that might stop us having a clean edge. One handy workaround for this is to get a piece of perspex or a piece of glass. Well, where am I going to find that? Well, if you're in a home, there's usually some picture frames around. Just take a picture frame, take the picture out of it, use the glass, pop it in there, and then sit the object on top. We'll have a nice clean edge to the bottom, and also we'll have some nice reflections just popping down under the glass. You might look at this setup and think, well, we're balancing flash guns on the top of cupboards and we're just using crumpled sheets of white and little flash guns popped around. This isn't very professional, this is a bit Heath Robinson. Well look, it's all about the finished result, and at the end of the day it's just about being able to control light, and that's what we're doing. Finally, it's time to do a shot in a little natural setting. I've got this antique oak table here. I've put a few ornaments around, put the glass on it. There's a little bit of natural light coming again from behind. I've closed the blind. On the black and the white background pictures, I was down at f11, f16 because I wanted lots of sharpness. I wanted to see all the detail in the reflections. On this one, I want to drop the other ornaments out of focus, so I'm just focusing in on the candlestick. So I'm going to open up this time all the way to probably f4, maybe 3.5. Let's get that cube away, get the colorama background back into the car, and the photos back into the customer's photo frames. Hope you enjoyed watching how we did that, and let's have a look at the results.